Melchers is a big group of companies who have many different business units, but our unit is called Melchers Components, and we are a trading company for technical components. So we buy all kind of customized technical components all over Asia and sell them mainly to our European customers. We try to do in order, we try to develop as many functions that also our customer can use. So we have something called the customer dashboard. So Odoo has a standard dashboard, but that's basically, it was not enough for us. So we developed our own dashboard together with Softhealer. And the call out for customer was basically planning our deliveries in the future. So in the Odoo standard version, it was possible to basically schedule one delivery. So you can say, okay, I have one purchase order and I want to deliver this line item at a certain day. But what we often have is like that we have a customer order and then we have many delivery batches that are planned in the future. And usually we combine several sales orders. So Odoo was not able to do that. So until now we were still using Excel sheets to do that. So we, together with Softhealer, we developed an app that was possible that we can ditch our Excel list and put all of that into Odoo, so that now all this information is available. But even more important, they're always correct, because Excel lists always have the tendency to over time create wrong data. People do wrong data entries, but since we have it in Odoo, so there's basically no way of being wrong entered data, because if these data would be wrong, additional further booking steps could not work. So it was a classical digitalization project where we try to digitalize something that was done manually, in this case in Excel sheets. And the call of replenishment is the same. So it's basically that module that is built on top of the call of customer. So call of replenishment is we want to show our customers a deep insight into our stock management, what we have. So our customers can log into our website, open their personal dashboard, and they can see all the plannings, all the incoming shipments, all the outgoing shipments. And the replenishment is basically the intelligence that is calculating how much stock they still have and when they have to reorder. Now we have a lot of fluctuating demands. We have international shipment is very tricky at the moment. So it is very important that the customer knows when they have to reorder before they run out of stock. And now we have lead times of several months for production, so it is very critical we order early enough. And that was basically achieved by this. Again, before we did that by hand in Excel sheets, and now we have this calculation 24/7 up to date in Odoo. And actually, that's even the most important point for us, available for our customers at every time. Customer feedback is very good. I mean, they're always very happy. I mean, I always say it's always better to have data than not to have data. So obviously, for our customer, this applies. So it's a great help for them, because usually they had to send us an email, we had to do the calculation manually, and then we have to update this to them. So usually we did it once a month. So now they have access all the time, and we just rolled this feature out recently, but the initial responses for our customers were very positively, especially now that they don't have to ask us anymore and there's a time delay. But whenever something pops up in their own production, so let's say there's an additional demand for their own production, you can just log in, type in the new demands, and the system will automatically calculate how much stock they still have. So let's say, okay, you still have 3 months of stock, so okay, usually the replenishment time is 2 months, so they still have 1 month left until they have to place a new order before they run out of stock. So yeah, feedback is very positive. We're still in the rollout phase, but so far it was the absolute right decision to as well automate and digitalize that process. Okay. Yeah. So this again is very similar. It's a digitalization. So as you can see, we try a lot to invest into how we make our company more efficient, how we can reduce the amount of different systems we use and/or like Excel files. So what we did is we implemented also together with Softhealer a module. It's offer for calculation. So basically, we're a trading company, so we receive prices and then we have to offer prices to our customer. And in between, there's a lot of calculations for input duty, shipping, other costs that we have to absorb. And before we get all these data in Odoo, because we already get our data from the customer, from the suppliers, so basically the offers, and we sent the offers from Odoo. But there was like a gap, like a system break in the middle where we had to do calculations, and these calculations are quite complex. They're based on raw material prices, shipping prices, currency exchange rates, shipping rates. So there's a lot of data sources we had to connect, and so far we did that in Excel by hand. A big why, because it was convenient, and in Excel you can play around with the numbers. So Excel is a good tool, but we felt that it really slows down because you have to copy all this data into an Excel sheet, do the calculation, and copy it out, and it felt really not very efficient. So what we did finally was that we also created our own app inside Odoo that is doing all the calculation for us. Probably, to be honest, one of the greatest positive sides is now we have really clear revision management. If you have Excel files, some people store them on their own computer, they do it in a network drive, and they don't have a proper revision management. Now we have a very clear revision management. We have a very big visibility who is doing what. And yeah, so that basically bridged a huge gap in our system that we had still open. So first of all, we're extremely happy with Softhealer, otherwise I wouldn't give this interview. So in the questions before, I talked basically mainly about big new projects that we did together with them, and they were all executed very well. But I think for me, the area actually where we rely the most on Softhealer, to put it this way, is for their, let's say, maintenance and support. So we do develop big apps together, which is important. But for me, even more important is that we have a partner that we basically contact 24/7. So we will not contact them at 3 o'clock at night, but I mean, in a normal workday, we will get immediate response. We have our communication channels where communication is seamlessly. And so in one word, service is extremely good. And that's very important for us, because when you work with an IT software, issues will just pop up. That's just normal in IT and software. So having somebody there who can fix it fast, and you really have the feeling the response time is there, and also the sense of urgency, right? So sometimes issues come up or new feature requests that are really urgent, and so far the execution is very fast. So that for me really is the biggest key point: fast communication. And the other thing is for the big projects, we are also very happy. They just take more time. It's more like the traditional engineering work, but so far we have really good results. I think we're working together in a very lean way, which I love very much. So we have open communications, fast communications. We play around, like, it's we start, we learn, we iterate, and yeah. So from my side, I can absolutely recommend Softhealer. We have a very good partner here on our side. Our let's say functional counterpart at Softhealer. We worked together for, I think, almost 2 years, and the curve is great for us and for Softhealer.